What's up, guys, and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. I've had a lot of people ask me to continue the How to Mod series, so that's what I'm going to do. I've had many people request Vader, Anakin Skywalker, etc., but the last person requested me to do Thrawn, and Thrawn is my favorite character in the game, so that's who we are going to do. I made a video on why I think he is the #1 best character in the game, and I'll leave that in a card above. But when we look at Grand Admiral Thrawn, we have to realize the characters that we use in their jobs. What is their job? We're talking about football, do your job. Patriots, that's their motto, do your job. His job is not to deal massive amounts of damage or be able to take damage like a tank. His damage is to, like it says up here, support your team. That's why he's a support character. There are usually 2 ways to mod Thrawn. The arena way, as I call it, which is speed, speed, speed. In the raid way, which I call it, which is no speed at all. You want him to have his base speed stat of 150. In phase 3 of the tank raid, if you have him, you can solo that phase with him in the leadership spot and he needs to have no speed whatsoever. So then you can give him protection health, let him become tankier, etc. But the most important way, in my opinion, to mod him is the arena way, because he can help you climb an arena single-handedly, and that is to give him speed. Now, I run with the speed set, of course, just like you should, and we'll look at his secondary stats here. In the square, I give him a plus 19 speed. Now, again, I'm going to emphasize, the other secondary stats are nothing to call home about. But it's one of my fastest secondary speed stats there is, and his job isn't to do damage, isn't necessarily to take damage. I have tanks for that. It's to be able to support the team with the abilities that he has. We look at the diamond here, plus 15 speed. You're looking, oh my gosh, it's a plus 1% offense. That's awful. I understand that, okay? Again, I'm looking at the speed. We go down to the circle, which is a crit chance mod. It has a plus 19 speed. That's why it's there. We look at the cross, plus 14 speed. We look at the triangle, a plus 18 speed. And the cross has a plus 30 speed in the primary. Now, I know defense is not the primary stat you want to have on anything until it gets reworked, which it will, and it will get better. But I'm not going to call home to mom saying, Mom, I got a defense mod on as a primary stat. That's not good. Again, I don't need him to worry about that primary stat. I need that secondary speed as high as possible because the battle starts off with him going. In arena, and as you can see, I have a defense mod in the cross, a defense mod in the triangle, and it's really not doing much. It will eventually when they get reworked, but it's not doing much. I understand that. So for those of you watching, looking at me going, what are you doing? Again, it's because of the speed. In arena, Thrawn, when modded correctly, is usually one of the fastest characters. The 3 other options when it comes to usually the fastest characters are number 1, if the opposing team has a Thrawn that's faster than yours. Number 2, if they have a Vader who, with all the bonus speed in an Empire and Sith lineup, gets higher. Or if they have a Nest, and a well-modded Nest can be the fastest one in the game. So we're going to go into battle here, and I'm going to show you how I use Thrawn. Now, we'll look at some of these other teams here. This one says, we're going to go after Trevbot right here, and we'll look at their Thrawn. We're going to see how fast their Thrawn is. His Thrawn is 260, so fast, but not fast enough. Close, but no cigar. So I put Nest in the lineup because I want to get some days off and stuff like that. So here's the 2 things to open with Thrawn and his abilities, okay? This is why you want maximum speed. Because I can either fracture Sith Trooper, or I can swap turn meter with another character that I have and get them to go first. Maybe I want Palpatine to go first, or Nihilus to go first and drain Force or get a bunch of stuns. That's what makes him so useful. You can decide, depending on where you're at in the battle, what to do. Now, I don't want Sith Trooper to taunt this whole time, so I'm going to fracture him. And the battle begins. Now, oh yes, I'm so glad that he's able to do this. I want to take out Scion as quickly as possible. He's the pain in the butt. We got to get out of here. Of course. So another thing that, and this may even happen in the battle here, is sometimes the AI for the opposing team, or even you if you're playing incorrectly, will fracture. If he would have fractured my Thrawn, that would have been a huge mistake. And here's why. If my Thrawn had somebody fractured, if it had somebody fractured, that is, why would I want to fracture Thrawn when he has somebody fractured already? The fracture is going, it's a lot of fractures, by the way. The fracture is obviously going to, oh my gosh, I'm forced to use this right now, is going to stay on their character, and even though my Thrawn is fractured, he's going to be out of the battle, and so is one of their other characters. God, this is the tricky part, because now I'm going to have to defeat Cyan while he has Held by Hatred. Ugh, I need to take their Nihilus out before he comes in and... Okay, perfect. I can fracture here. Now, if I try to take their Nihilus out, this is just going to be a nightmare disaster because he's impossible to take out. So the next person I'm actually going to take out is Thrawn. Get their Thrawn out of there so he can't fracture any of my guys. Good, 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 good. Okay, now I'm going to use... This is perfect. I'm going to use the Cleanse, swap turn meter with Palpatine. He's going to come in. Now that took the fracture off Cyan, of course. Good, their Thrawn's gone. Okay, now I am down to 5 versus 3, and this is not nowhere close to over because they have Held by Hatred, and they have a Nihilus who's about to explode. And I would really, really appreciate it if he can take out somebody other than my Nihilus, because my best chance of winning... Okay, he took out Palpatine. Worst things have happened in life. Okay, I'm going to get rid of their Cyan completely, because now next we got to go to Traya. I want to try to prevent... I'm going to give this to Nihilus right now. Again, swapping turn meter because he's able to go fast. Huge. I increased the cooldowns of their Nihilus so he can't annihilate. Thrawn is single-handedly winning me this match right now because of his ability to swap turn meter, fracture. He gets to fracture, and I, of course, am going to fracture Nihilus because why would I want to fracture him? Or why would I want to fracture Traya? She can't do as much. She can't hurt me with Annihilate or increasing cooldowns. I haven't even got my Cyans Held by Hatred yet. This match is taking quicker than I like or expected, by the way. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have swapped. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I just want to get rid of her. Now we're going to swap with Nihilus again. Okay, she's gone. And I'm going to be able to get an Annihilate off again, especially with I Fracture. Held by Hatred, just because. And come in and Annihilate. Okay, so Thrawn's abilities right there to fracture and swap turn meter were huge. I got to start by attacking their characters first by fracturing their tank, the Sith Trooper. Why? Because he's modded with speed. I know some people like to think that, well, hey, don't I want to be as slow as possible so when he fractures it lasts longer? You're not even going to be able to get a fracture off. Trust me, the most important thing to do is to put speed on him. We will do one more battle here against a different lead team. I'll spend some crystals. We'll do it against... We'll do it against this Palpatine lead team right here. Okay, so we're going to go into battle. I'm going to run with the same team, and we're going to switch things up a little bit. I'm going to do something different with Thrawn to show him how I can utilize his abilities. Instead of fracturing Sith Trooper, I'm going to give turn meter to Cyan, and here's why. Using his Dispel takes Taunt away from Sith Trooper. And now I can come in and I can fracture who I want. So, Traya back there can cause havoc. Do I fracture Traya or do I fracture Nihilus? Traya can get an Isolate off, which is a disaster. We're going to fracture Traya. If you think that was an unwise move, let me know. Because now we're going to come in. We're going to get a daze on... Oh, it would have been nice if I could have got a daze on... Okay, the nice thing about fracturing Traya is she can't isolate into my characters. And isolating one of your characters can just solve absolute havoc. Oh, my gosh. Is it possible for my team to actually go again? Okay. I know. Things are rough right now. Now we're going to give turn meter to my Nihilus. Increase everybody's cooldowns because he isn't to his. Come in and fracture their Sith Trooper. I need to get their Nihilus out of here before he goes all to havoc. Well, I get to take out their Scion, which is nice. Now I got to somehow get their Nihilus out of here. Oh my gosh, I got to take out Palpatine actually before he decides to start stunning me. And he heals, of course. That's going to stun him. Woo, this is going to be a close one. I get to use Held by Hatred, which is good. Dispel everybody there. Okay. Actually, that could have been worse. Because now I'm going to give the turn meter to Nest. I'm going to have him stun Nihilus, which is good. Fracture the Sith Trooper. Okay. Now, I have to get their Nihilus out of here again before he does a bunch of junk with Annihilate. Okay, good. Their Nihilus is gone. Things are looking up. So, I started off this battle differently, as you saw, by deciding to swap turn meter. But since Thrawn's speed was the highest, which is what that's the video about, it enabled him to give that turn meter to Scion. Let Scion dispel. And oh my gosh, did you see that? Oh, Nest. Wow. Okay. Wow, that was unbelievable. Okay, so now that you saw that, that was a run through on why I mod Thrawn with speed in certain situations, actually all the time with me. And it allowed him to go first, completely manipulate and control the battle. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the subscribe button. Also like the video, click the little notification bell so you're alerted to every video that I post. And leave comments in the comment section below. I would not be doing these videos if it wasn't for you guys. I like your ideas. Keep giving me more. And let's have a discussion about this. Maybe you thought I played some of the battles wrong, etc. But otherwise, peace out, and may the Force be with you.